Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Wednesday. It's the 8th day of November 2023. I hope you're all safe and healthy today. I hope your family's safe and healthy and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders, who every day are saving lives. Those that pick up garbage for us also, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. The victims also of prostitution and child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on all the perpetrators of these things. Double curses on those who profit from these things. And double curses on the perverts that create the industry. Finally, blessings, double blessings on the homeless. Nearly 600,000 men, women, children living on the streets of the United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. So, brethren, tonight there's going to be a basketball game at Madison Square Garden. The San Antonio Spurs are visiting the New York Knicks. And San Antonio, of course, is featuring Victor Wembanyama. Sorry, I'm still having trouble saying his name. Reminds me when Antetokounmpo first came in the league. It took me about a year and a half to be able to say his name. Wembanyama is coming into the Garden tonight. And as most players coming into Madison Square Garden, he's going to be psyched to play at the world's most famous arena. So he's going to come with all guns blazing, as is the rest of the San Antonio Spurs. And this is a good time for the Knicks to play them because, again, this is one of those situations very similar to a Detroit, very similar to a Orlando, very similar to a Evan Mobley in Cleveland. You could beat them up now because they're young, they're inexperienced, they don't know the NBA game as well as they're going to. They haven't filled in their body type yet, so you could beat them up now, okay? But it's not going to be long before they beating up everybody else, okay? Before they grow up and come back and beating everybody else up. So this is tonight. Being coached by Greg Popovich. Sorry, being coached by Greg Pop tonight. It's the best tutelage this guy could get, okay, in the NBA. The greatest coach in history. So they're going to come in guns blazing. He's going to be showing you a variety, the off the dribble, the jumper off the dribble, the dribble drive, the three-point shot, the shot blocking. He's going to show you the whole repertoire. The thing is that he is a rook. And what does that mean? That means he's going to learn, or he got a lot to learn in the league about how to play in the league. Every rookie does. He is phenomenally talented. In fact, I haven't seen a guy that has this type of talent combined with the natural size, honestly, since Wilt Chamberlain. They changed the rules for Wilt Chamberlain. I mean, I don't know if y'all know that, but the key used to be more narrow than it is now. They widened the key because Wilt was so dominant down low and so agile that nobody could do anything with him. So they widened the key and make it the 3-second lane wider so he couldn't just stay near the basket all the time. Victor Wembanyama is that type of talent where he could cause them to change rules. Okay? He's that good. But unlike Wilt Chamberlain, you see, Wilt Chamberlain obviously was an all-time great athlete, period. I mean, he did track and field. He did volleyball. He could have actually played in the NBA into his 40s successfully. His last years in the league, he was still 28 and 15 or something like that. And so he was a talent that, don't come around literally once in a generation. Well, here we are with Victor. Victor is more lighter in the behind than Wilt was. Much more lighter in the behind. To even be talking about him in the same sentence tells you how good this kid could be. But the NBA is a grind. You see, Wilt would play 82 games every year. Kids don't do that today, okay? So what we're looking for today, when you look at NBA contracts, you see most of the time they're incentivized to play at least 65 games, okay? 65 games is the number. So that's what they're looking for these guys to play. Now, I'm looking at the last 7 games for Victor. And he has played 26 minutes, 28 minutes, 34 minutes, 38 minutes, 21 minutes. Last time he played 21 minutes. That's one of the things that's going to slow him down. Every rookie, and I mean every rookie, hits the wall. Okay, it's just part, because the wall is, you're going to go through a part of the season that you've never played that much basketball in your life. Okay, when you're playing, you go past like 40 games, 45 games. You've never played that much basketball in your life, and you've never played it at this level of intensity in your life, because the NBA is a grind. Every night is intense. Every night you're playing against the best in the world. Every night they're bringing you their best. So when you're a rookie, you're not used to that. And so you hit what they call the wall and you start to slow down for a minute. That's problem number one. Problem number two is, as I mentioned, he's light in the behind. So it's going to, he could easily get hurt. He could be a Kristaps Porzingis. It's supremely talented, unicorn-like, but can't count on him for 65 games. So those are the two things. Now, but that goes out the window tonight, because we're only dealing with game 8. And we're dealing with him coming to Madison Square Garden on national TV. He coming to play, okay? They coming to do work today. Now, this is, again, a good test for the New York Knicks. And I'm very confident, always have been, in Mitchell Robinson. I've been confident in Mitchell Robinson from rookie year. I've been telling people from rookie year, they got a steal, second round. This guy should have been top 5 in his draft class. But because of his troubles academically at school, he dropped to the second round. But we got him in the second round, top 5 level talent. I knew he was going to be a defensive player of the year at some point. Definitely all NBA defense. And most importantly, a championship piece. And people were laughing at me every year I said that. Oh no, he's too foul prone. First 2 years. He's too foul prone. And I explained to the knuckleheads that the 5 spot and the point guard are the 2 difficult positions to learn in the league. The 5 spot, especially an athletic 5, gets in foul trouble a lot. That's what happens, okay? It's part of the learning process. You got to give every 5, no matter who it is. People talk about Durham. I don't care who you're talking about. They're going to get in foul trouble their first 2-3 years in the league. Just learning the league, okay? And then getting the refs' respect. Mitch is past that now, okay? And now he's doing what I always knew he was going to do. He is the most dominant piece of the Knicks. If the Knicks lose Mitchell Robinson for an extended period of time, you can forget second round of playoffs. They could make the first round with the team that they got. But if you have any hopes of getting into the second or getting past the second, you need a healthy Mitchell Robinson. So for him, last year I feel like he would have been all NBA defense, but he only played 59 games. And that's fine because he was there for the playoffs. That's the most important part. But I think he's in even better shape this year. I think everybody can see he's in much better shape this year than he was last year. He's not dealing with no injury through the summer. He didn't try to put on a whole bunch of extra weight. His natural body is filling out, and he's learning the game. He is one of the most dominant defensive players in basketball right now. And so Victor's going to have his hands full today dealing with all Mitch Rob. And I like that. It's a good matchup for Mitch Rob. It's a good matchup for the Knicks. The Knicks defense is tremendous. Number 1 in the NBA right now is the Knicks defense. But I think everybody will acknowledge they can shore up a little 3-point defense a little bit. They can shore up on the 3-point line a little bit. Okay, this would be a good night for them to practice that, get that together. I like the Knicks in tonight's game. It'll be good for them to get the second win in a row at home. It'll be good because not only will they improve their record, but they got off until Sunday, which is it's almost like an all-star break. I didn't realize that this whole middle-season tournament was going to provide that. In that regard, I like the idea of the early season tournament, whatever they're calling it, because if we could get 3 or 4 days off, that gives RJ's knee a chance to heal. Gives Julius a chance to continue working on his game in terms of getting back into the flow like he did the other night. So I think it's a good thing. So if we could get this win tonight, then we got some time off until Sunday. The next game is Sunday. They'll be in good shape. So yes, I like the Knicks today. I'm not going to say a blowout or anything because, and this is the league. Anybody could be anybody on any given night. But I do like the Knicks' chances. The Knicks are coming into this pretty healthy. I think the only injury issue is RJ at this point. Let me just make sure. I think it's just RJ. Oh, no, RJ's not even on the injury list. So they all playing. I like that. Okay, so that gives the Knicks are now starting to get in a flow. Dante DiVincenzo is fitting in like perfect. And so here we go. Here we go. Y'all enjoy the Wednesday night game. I'll be there with you. Sure.